It was really rough, and you know we're over here, and unfortunately you don't get to pick the weather, and we said we're going to go fishing because that's why we're here.
Yeah, we're not the only boats here that are winded in. There's a couple other boats just like ours, and we all got together the evening before and said, hey, why don't you try this?
I've gotta get my motor's emotion. I've got a fire as big as the ocean. I know it's just a crazy notion. I'm going into the road. Motor's in motion. I've got a fire as big as the ocean. It's some crazy notion. I'm going into the road.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
All right, Scott, what's the plan?
Well, it's still blowing. Talk around the bar last night. Seems like if we run the lee, we might be able to troll up some groupers. Borrowed some lures, deep divers, 35-footers.
All right.
I'm taking our wind-ons off and putting on some long leaders of just fluoro. I'm gonna direct tie. See if you get up in your little tower and find those runs of coral heads, and see if we can get some yellowfin groupers or something. I mean, can't stay at the dock all day.
Yeah, man. No, listen, it's so rough that I'd be totally happy with not being anchored up and pulling some of these around.
Yeah, I've never done it before. I'm ready to try. So,
I ain't scared of a couple barracudas because I know you're going to see some today.
I got a new dehooker.
Yeah, do you?
I'll show you how to use it.
I hope it works better than it did on that shark.
All right.
These guys will even eat some of these barracudas. They're begging for them.
All right.
Instead of just sitting around the pool, it's blowing 27 knots. Let's go ahead and get out there and see what we can make happen. I'm all about it, man. I appreciate you.
I'll get this all worked out.
All right. If I ain't said it enough, I'll say it again. It was rough. It was really rough, and you know we're over here, and unfortunately you don't get to pick the weather, and we said we're going to go fishing because that's why we're here, and it's a great place to be. You know, it's got all kinds of options. So we said one thing we're going to do is keep it easy on us, and stay in shallow, stay in the lee of the island. Freeport is a long island. The wind was coming out of the northeast. We got on that protected side. We put out those big stretch 30s that we borrowed from a couple, some other fishermen.
Yeah, we're not the only boats here that are winded in. There's a couple other boats just like ours.
Yeah.
And we all got together the evening before and said, hey, why don't you try this?
Yeah, and they gave us some lures, and so it was new for both of us. And we had the big grouper rods and the marlin rods and the tuna rods, and that's what you want.
You know what? It's still windy.
Yeah, I told you that. But it's not as windy.
I like the. We're not very far away.
We'll open up this sunroof right here, Scotty, and check out
your new toy.
My new stand-on console dual station. Little push power button there. Once we get going, I think it'll be a lot easier to see the rocks and whatever you got, They said the locals can free dive or dive up to 30 foot, so I think our safe bet to stay deeper than 30.
They seem to be on point.
No, I haven't pulled many of these.
Well, we're going to learn together.
Yeah, all right.
Well, it was really nice that our neighbors had the big lip deep diving lures.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really heavily built, giant treble hooks on them. But those lures, they come in a variety of lips. And we wanted to be 35 feet down to fish in 45 to 50 foot. And that company, that particular lure was designed to go down 35 feet at a normal trolling pace, which I think you ended up finding our sweet spot was Sciatia 5-6 knots was when we were really getting the most bites. And that for us was a learning curve. We could have gone faster, could have gone slower, but when we hit that particular spot every time during the course of the day, that would seem to be the magic number to get the bites at 35 feet. But again, we could have had the same lures designed to go 18 to 20 feet or just on the surface.
Yeah, we have, obviously.
I mean, your local tackle shop provides all those in the colors and the depths you want to mess with.
And Shimano makes a lure for casting with a lip on it. You cast it out there, and it's just like casting a plug, man. The faster you reel it, the deeper it's going to dive. The slower you reel it, the shallower it's going to run. That big blade is designed to catch the water, and that's what it does. And then, the strong hooks, that's the key. You got to have a good hook, and
the hooks are fine, but those that get in you,
So they don't come out.
Yeah, you're not
So
cutting
that-
them with dikes
you-
or anything.
Yeah,
so
no, you
gotta be super careful on the boat.
You know,
Plus
so-
around all your new seat deck, I didn't want to mess up anything on your boat. They were going right into a safe
Hey,
box.
I appreciate that, and that was the spot they needed to go. You know, right in that box. And
Out of the water and in someplace safe
Listen.
until they calm down. Oh boy, going down.
What do you think the proper speed is there, Scotty? Slow, or about right here?
I like this. Oh, he rocked us up. How's that possible?
That's all right. That's all right.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay Resort, the only key you'll need. Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife. Yeti, built for the wild. Shimano. Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. And by Key West, Spear One Charters. And by Sea Deck.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna go up top with the coral heads.
Yeah, keep going.
Got him, baby.
He's mad.
He's away from the ledge, bro.
Yep, we're in the sand. Keep coming. That's what we're
Want to
talking
bring that
about.
other one in, you think, or you good?
I would bring it in, unless we're going out. This was the shallow one. That's the long one.
Dude, that might be the real
Oh, it's him, baby. God, he got a rock on me. Oh, he rocked us up.
deal.
How's that possible?
That's all right. That's all right. I need to get by. I need to back up. I need to reel that other one in.
Can't be but one little rock there. Someone. I'll get it. Let's get right on top of him. He's out. Still going back down to the bottom again.
Easy with it. It's all right.
We're on the rocks again.
You got 80 or 130 on there?
80.
It's out?
You're gonna have to help me out here. Found another rock.
You're 20 pounder. Damn hurting on you.
He's in the rocks.
It's like you're just going back up a little. You're not too tight, right? Give me a second, because Jake could easily help us out of that.
How come we go see? Well, there's one little rock out there that he finds 3 in a row.
Found the reef.
Water's warm. One rock, there it is.
Got him?
Yep. Steve's out.
All right, dude.
He must have been a sea fan. Leader's up.
Come on, grouper. Come on, big grouper.
It's not a barracuda. Oh boy. Get that pick gaff, buddy. Biggest mutton I've ever seen.
That is awesome, dude.
You got him?
Yeah, man.
This
Well,
is
you barely had him.
That's not what I was expecting. Look at how dark that thing is. I got new respect for muttons now.
Well, you know that one's living in the rocks. Look at him all busted up here.
Man,
Look at that, dude. That's my kind of fishing.
I'll take that. Man, it's been a while since we had a cuda bite anyway. I'm gonna clean this thing up. I gotta cut it back about 2 feet.
Awesome
He got me in the rocks. I don't know how.
Awesome
I guess
job.
it's that big old motor. How deep was that?
I was right on the edge of that rock I had there off that ledge. Like 45.
45, all right. That's my new favorite fishing hole.
All right, Scotty, do it again.
All right, new leader on this one. If I'm gonna be getting into a grouper, I'm gonna have even more drag than I thought was a lot of drag.
When you're in shallow water, it seems like those fish got more juice. They can run you in a little faster, they're a little stronger.
The thing I love about scales is it's good for the planet. They're made from 100% recycled plastic bottles.
That's awesome, man. And then another thing is it's great for the Keys. A portion of their profits goes to Key Strong, which is all about hurricane recovery.
And it's great for fishermen too. 100% stain resistant with a 1-year guarantee.
Is that so?
Oh. Okay. What was that? Can't beat that.
That lure itself is pulling. It's got a big old lip that makes that thing go deep, pulling like crazy. So you want a pretty stiff rod, big reel you can lock up, because if you do hook a nice fish, again, when you're in shallow water, it seems like those fish got more juice. They can run you in a little faster, they're a little stronger. In that deep water, they're kind of confused a little bit, and the next thing you know, they're like too high and they can't get down. Whereas that shallow, they can make some moves, man, like a
Freight train.
like a linebacker.
The first one that wasn't a barracuda or a Cerro, which everyone told us you're going to have a lot of bycatch. It's going to be barracudas and Cerros.
Yeah.
And that was right on point. We had to figure out how much line to get out to get it to the bottom. Didn't take too long to figure out how much line to let out. And I had to keep adjusting with the turns. You were there, in your new tower. You had the bottom machine. It gave you an idea where 40 foot was, but you were actually seeing where you were putting lures right in their face.
Yeah, the bottom machine was showing us marks of fish, but really and truly, I was using the chart plotter, because that chart plotter had all those rock ledges and ridges and contours, and then with the glasses I could actually see the long ledges, and we would just work along that hard bottom and that sand, because those fish are going to sit on that edge and they're going to wait for a little crab or a little shrimp to pop his head out of the sand, jump on him, or they're going to wait for a little fish to float by, some ballyhoo or some flying fish or whatever the case may be. I think in that shallow water, I think them big lip lures look like flyers, because we had flyers showering everywhere.
The whole time.
The whole time, no matter what depth you're in. If you're in 30 foot or you're in 700 or 2,000. So we just worked those lures, and we had, a lot of action, and we were ultimately, with those heavy rods, we were locked up. We had that drag super tight, because you need to be able to pull them away from their house, because they know where it is and they're going to rock you up. And hey, when you're borrowing lures, you don't want to be losing lures.
You want to give them back.
You want to give them back. So we locked them drags up, and we got
the first real good pull.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, finally got my big grouper. I got my black grouper.
Fought like one.
And it was a monster mutton, and it rocked me up. And then you back down, we got over it, and you changed direction, and we got him. But that thing was a stud.
Yeah, I think that was the best mutton of the trip.
Yeah, here he is. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's a big girl.
That's not bad, pulling a plug and catching that thing.
Yeah, again, I wasn't planning on catching a mutton. We were targeting groupers, and then we ended up, getting this stud here. And about, it took another hour later, the rod really fired off, and I broke the hook. Oh, yeah! Popped him off.
That's good. Those were almost tight enough. Damn it, man. A little too much horsepower. That's a whole 900 back there.
I know that, as hard as this one fought, it had another gear. So you know that we had what we were after.
Yeah, and I was to blame on that a little bit too, because we had got rocked up on that, so I'm like, listen, that drag ain't tight enough. And I pulled on it, it wasn't. And I told you, lock it up, baby, pop them or stop them. But unfortunately, we didn't pop them.
Right.
We had a failure on the split ring.
Split ring
The split
opened
ring
up.
opened up on us. But that's the kind of pressure, you imagine what it takes to open that up.
Right.
That's the pressure you need to apply when you're pulling those lures in that shallow water around the house of those groupers. Because that house is sharp, it's coral, and it's deep hole, you know what I mean? They're gonna go in there and hide from the sharks, they're gonna hide from the divers, and if you hook them, they're going. So you gotta stop them or pop them.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, has been brought to you in part by Simrad, go with confidence. Scales, every degree of water. Mercury Marine, go boldly. West Marine, for your life on the water. And by Ameritrail, Costa, Power Pro, and Blue Marlin Co.
Scott, with this new NSS Evo 3, and with the chart we got in here, man, you can see the contours of the bottom. So what I've been doing is just going right along the edge of the hard bottom and running these lures, you know, so they're just right there where those critters are gonna hang out, you know, where the bait fish is, you know, where the big crevices in the rocks where the snapper and grouper like to hide. But you can look on the chart and you can actually see the contours.
Yeah, while we were trolling and you were, you know, you were watching what we were doing, but you're also watching your bottom machine. And you said, Scotty, look at this. I'd spin around. And if we got over 50 feet, sometimes to 70 to 100 real quick, the marks are pretty cool. I mean, like, we got to investigate. We always have another option. We played around in the lee, trolled for the groupers. We didn't get the grouper we're after. We had the bite. But, you know, we still wanted to catch a few more fish. And, you know, what's our option, Steve? And he goes, you know what? I marked some really good stuff in the last couple hours. Let's go drop our anchor and check it out. I mean, these are spots. We didn't go with 8 spots in our book.
No.
We made these numbers.
Yeah, we just mark fish, and that's the great thing about, and I always say it about these muttons, to me, they're like the gazelle on the plains of Africa or whatever, man. They're runners. They just cruise that edge, man. You know, 1 minute they're in 200-300, the next minute they're up in like 60 foot of water. We had some great marks on that roll off. We put it down, shut her all down, we anchored up, and we just started trickling out those glass minnows that you thought of to bring, because that was a great asset to this situation. And when you're just trickling that stuff out, there's something about a fish has to investigate that natural free-falling product, because fish, you know, be it a cuda, be it a shark, be it a wahoo clipping something up top, the fast hunters, there's gonna be scraps. And these muttons, are, you know, they'll eat scraps, the yellowtail eats scraps, hell, grouper will eat scraps. But he has to investigate it. Sure, when you're working a lure or a jig, fish come running in fast and strike it, and it's an aggressive deal. But man, that free fall stuff is just, you know, it's an easy way to get a meal. They think it's a little scrap. The bird might have dropped something, or, you know, something. You see in the bait balls, probably seen it with the sailfish. You know, they get in there and beat up all the bait. They don't eat them all. Scales and stuff are falling down, and these snappers are always there to pick it up. I mean, that's what they do. They're like the vacuum cleaners of the reef, you know?
Come on, baby. Turn him. Where's he going?
Hey, rock me up. Just rock me up.
No way.
Yeah, rock me up. Well, I got that 25 in that little hook.
Son of a gun. Can you feel it?
Yeah. I mean, he's out.
Sweet.
Gotta be a mutton if it run you in the bottom.
It ain't a little teeny weeny baby.
Well, they love mahua though.
Come on.
Elephants eat peanuts. No, he's not that big.
I'm not worthy.
You still got me.
You still got it. The Bahamian mutton for the box.
You cut it and I'll find something else. One more for the dinner plate tonight.
Just driving along the bottoms, marked a few good spots, come back and visit them, and look what you got.
Yeah, they didn't want the plug. They were tired of chasing it. So we just started trickling those baby mahuas back, and man, it was...
Well, I went right for the kill with the lead, and I was getting no action. I thought that the mark wasn't going to pay off at all. And then you went to the, the super light jig and just put a mahua on there, and we didn't have any current. The wind was crazy.
Well, that's what allowed me to do that.
Right.
That's what allowed us to do that.
And the beauty of it is, the fish were there. We didn't know it. We marked what we thought they were, but I wasn't getting action. I wouldn't get any trigger cutoffs up. My bait was just sitting there. I felt like it was in the desert. And then you got your first pickup, and again, I was pretty sure it was a triggerfish. And then that beautiful mutton came up. I said, all right, what are you doing different? So I put my stuff away. I rigged just like you. And in 30 minutes, we caught 4 of these really nice muttons on the super light tackle.
Yeah.
Target species,
I
boss.
wrapped it up. Washed my hands. Way to wrap it up, baby.
That's a good one. Bam!
Take that. You got him? You know what happens when the fish are biting? We don't help each other out.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
You're on your own. I'll take these all day long. Oh yeah.
Nice, bro.
That's a nice fish on that light tackle in 60 foot of water. Just making that little move back, like you said. Got us right where we needed to be.
All right, well, let's get out of here, bro. We got plenty of fish.
Hey man, you figured it out, and we
It's blowing
made
30.
it happen. 3 more nice muttons in 30 minutes just from driving around looking for groupers all day. You found a new spot. Put it in the chart. Bahamas, mutton 1.
All right, let's get out of here, buddy.